Guys, it is me, Josh, with another NBA 2K16 video, and we're back here playing with my Cavaliers team. And my last video I was making the uniforms, my uniforms. Yeah, so we're back playing a game, and Ryan's in the background not talking at all. Say hi, Ryan. Okay, he's not gonna say hi. What? What? No, you won't. You're a liar. Alright, so, bye. Alright, let's play. Not this. We'll play, is that the team? Yes, we're going to play the Philadelphia 76ers. They can suck my butt, because they suck.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And once again, please subscribe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend.
Another game.
And Jahlil Okafor, to this point best known for his NCAA title run with Duke, can he be a franchise big?
You know, I'm kind of disappointed he went number 3 because he has incredible size at 6'11", and a frame that's hard to move around. I actually thought he was going to go to number 2 to the Lakers, but he went number 3. His leg strength is a big plus for him.
Thank you.
Well, I know you asked me the question first, but I think he
you're going
will
to breaking ankles?
You're going to perform, actually.
paint.
To perform?
Yes.
Perform what?
Basketball.
Yeah.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. The Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the New York Knicks. And just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade.
Come on, Irving. Come on, Irving. Oh!
So on the floor for
Free!
Philadelphia.
Free! That's free. That's crap.
Landry is out there with Okafor.
That didn't happen.
Then it's Robert Covington.
Denied. Did you see that denial, Ryan? Look at that. Look at this. Look. Denied. Denied. T. Thompson. TT. Says on my shirt. TT. Okay.
Okafor kicks to Cannon. It's good from long range.
He made it.
Cannon's got the game going here with the first basket for the 76ers.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Breaking ankles.
Weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now, here is Irving. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
There we go.
Smith's shot is good.
Good job, JR. Ryan, you should get off your phone. I mean, it's not going to charge.
Cleveland on defense. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that
with the dunk. Boom.
It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the division when it comes to making that lead pass.
When it comes to dunking, yeah.
Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will.
Thompson, boom. Good job, Thompson.
I'll tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand
tomahawk
slam?
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
For Cleveland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Love. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Okafor with the block.
Got the 9.
Covered by Smith.
Nope.
And the rejection by
Denial.
Smith. And it
job,
goes
Smith.
out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
That's feature chest, JR. Swish. That's what they call you. They call you Mr. Swish.
Cleveland on defense. Trailing by 2. Launches it. And James pulls it down. Philadelphia on D. Smith kicks to Irving. He's on target
Good job,
from 8 feet out.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And the shot is good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against Oklahoma City.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Okafor gets the bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
So it's Philadelphia now after LeBron James's miss. And it's sent back by Irving.
Okay.
The 11-footer. LeBron with another miss. The 76ers leading by 4. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
One shot.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
So let's go, LeBron.
For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And here's Love from the arc.
Oh my gosh.
Andrew grabs the miss. Now the 76ers
why are we doing this, team? Come
They're
on.
on a 12-4 run.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08. And really, he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year for the chance to get Love.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
They set the pick. Jefferson, that's for 2.
What the freak?
And the rejection by Noel. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Tonight, and I'm not happy. It kind of hurt my soul.
Shumpert against Thompson. 5 to shoot. Shumpert, no good. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point.
That's just tremendous. You love to see a smaller player who can mix it up inside and handle himself in the paint area. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Irving. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Dishes it to Thompson.
What the?
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's called on Channing Frye.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has
after
been
missing
full
4
of
straight shots.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way. That's exactly how you want to do it.
Thompson misses. Cleveland trails by 7. Irving passes to Shumpert.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Grant, that's good.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
So, timeout call here, the first for Cleveland. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing and back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was not quick enough or aggressive enough to stop him. And you know he has the talent.
Come on,
it's up
do
to him.
this.
He's got to dig a little deeper if he
I'm
really wants to realize his potential.
I didn't win last game, so I'm sad.
Timeout called the 76ers.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
3 times already. I won 2, and then but the Magic game I lost. It sucks.
Here's Cannon. He's guarded by Williams. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The 76ers #1.
Well, better protection of the lane the last few weeks, Kevin, has helped them cut down on the easy scoring. They've also done a better job on the mid-range coverage as well, getting to their man quicker and finding ways to clog up the passing lane.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin,
Clarkson again with
to
the
start
dunk.
the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Now here's Shumpert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5
Back for the
points a game.
freaking 3. Surprising
35
me,
seconds left in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Grant gets a wide open look. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of
Excellent
fact,
release.
let's just
That's
stay in
perfect.
attack mode.
Good job. I don't
See it from
care.
these guys. They're getting
I just
whatever
want this
they
excellent
want.
release. Come on. You made
And both free
both
throws
of them.
good
Good
from
job.
Amon Shumpert.
I don't freaking care.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Cannon. He has 6. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain.
Oh, he got it in! Shumpert!
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
Pointer. That was good.
We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and you know the team is going to go as hard as we go.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the media he and LeBron deal with, but also all of the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
And LeBron. And now, it's LeBron.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Carl Landry is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Thompson. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Philadelphia's coach as he addressed his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Cleveland leading by 7. The drive by James. That's good. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Covington with the bucket.
Farts. Brain fart.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Kicks it out to Love. For 3. Love with another miss.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Love.
Love going in, Love running in.
Sinks
Love
that one from the
Good job, Love.
And Cleveland leads by 9.
Good job, Love.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing,
nope,
it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, going to blow you out of the water with his athleticism. But a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
Kind of bad.
Kicks it to Thompson. For the 3.
Kyrie's good.
Rebound, Love.
You don't judge a good play.
Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one. LeBron drives in, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
You understand.
And he just big-boyed it right
good
there.
Players
the
get
height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
LeBron doesn't.
The 76ers trail by 11.
Whatever team he's on,
look at what makes Love
whatever
such
team,
a prolific rebounder.
LeBron could be on any
Great
team.
anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
And the 76ers call time here.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps, on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for LeBron. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Eldon Brand's checked in for Carl Landry. Here's Okafor. Good D by Thompson.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Irving with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson against Irving. The 11-footer. And the shot falls short this time.
What was that? That was
the 76ers trail by 11. And Thompson kicks to Brand, takes the
Where's
three,
the defense?
and he gets it to go.
Where's the defense?
10 points for him.
Just a little confusion
no
among the
defense.
D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Alright, let's go.
J.R. Smith on the wing, to the middle,
To Thompson.
outside Jefferson.
To Jefferson. Jefferson the
Irving
carry
from
for
long
3.
range. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the
You
arc.
can make them. Almost anyone on the team can.
Launches a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 11. Irving kicks to Jefferson. Okafor grabs the miss.
I mean,
Philadelphia has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Covington with the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys.
Look,
and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Nerlens Noel checks in for Okafor, and it's Grant in for Robert Covington.
I don't care.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov's checked in.
Kyrie. I can do that.
For Cleveland, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
I can do that.
Stolen away. One-on-one fast break. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Irving dishes to Love.
Kyrie to Love.
They can't stop the run with that one.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Mozgov covering. Here's Noel, and he
you
tucks
let
it
him do
down.
that.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Left side Irving. The dish to Mozgov. Stolen by Brand.
What the heck? How did he get that steal?
And here is Grant. Here's Thompson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Passes it to Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. Outside Jefferson.
Good job, Bob. You finally did something.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Brand. And count the basket. He's fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Wow.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
The 76ers making a switch here. Cannon's checked in. Jefferson, that's for 2. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Might be getting
Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Not.
Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
And it's Grant in the corner. Puts up a 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
They get it again. Cleveland leading by 4. The drive by Smith. No good from
What
Irving.
the freak,
And
Irving?
he's clearly just
A 3 for
disappeared
9.
here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually
This is
looking
yours.
forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
And now that's how you
That's
start
by
a fast
6.
break and how you finish it.
Kyrie should.
He's covered by Irving. To halt the run. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
Now that's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
Here we go.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
He's covered by Irving. Now the pass to Noel. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jefferson passing to Mozgov from 13. And a
Good job,
bounce off the
JR.
rim, but it sinks right in. And Cleveland leads by 10.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And it goes on the bounce. That was off Smith.
Good job, JR.
So both teams making some changes here.
I denied your shot. I denied your shot. They're probably gonna make one.
7 seconds left here in the second. That's good. Cannon's got 8.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And that does it for the first half of play.
Let's do it, people.
And a chance
Let's
now
do
to
this.
send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with LeBron James. LeBron, how were you guys able to make that first half look so easy?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I think LeBron only has 8 points, maybe. Irving has 11. Irving's doing most of the work out there.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. A pumped-up home crowd is our backdrop for this halftime analysis. Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the joke they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Well, they're losing the battle on the boards. And when you're struggling to stay in the game, a few extra rebounds either way can make the difference. Because rebounds equal possessions, and possessions can equal extra points. They need to come out in the second half with the mindset that every rebound is theirs.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second.
Okay. Up by 11. I'm gonna have him in.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half.
Hey.
Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. LeBron James is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The 76ers trail by 15.
How do you get it?
Feeds it to Okafor. 9 feet out, and the jumper is on the mark.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Here's Cannon, covered by Smith. That one rolling around and runs out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
That makes my team.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bears that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson.
No,
here's Love. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, free Glove. Love might not be good like that, but he has 10 rebounds. Might not be a good point scorer. It's 2 for 7. But he has freaking 10 rebounds. It's pretty good.
And Cleveland leads by 19.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. The last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
I'm putting Andre in. Point guard, I don't care.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Love. Jumper comes in for Smith, and Jefferson subbed in for Irving.
That's the 5 they have.
Here's Cannon, guarded by Shumpert.
I don't know why. I didn't call no time.
Cannon kicks to Okafor. No good. Jefferson with some nice D. Cleveland with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run.
Shumpert.
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Shumpert equals
outside Landry. Goes up from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Shumpert dishes to James. Good. LeBron's got 14 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
The shot no good. And Cleveland the other way now.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And there's the feed to Cannon. Landry, a screen on Shumpert. Cannon, the pass to Landry. To the left side wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Thompson sends it back. Clock at 2, but he recovers it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And a look now at our 2K leaderboard to see which wingmen have come away with the most steals over the past month. 4th, LeBron James.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
Greg, they are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lane, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
To the left wing, fires from the corner, and the basket good. 14 points for him. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And goes in for the dunk.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim wrecker.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. The drive by Shumpert. And Fry kicks to Shumpert. Okafor grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 20.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. They set the screen. Picked by Okafor.
We have a lead like this.
To the wing on the left. Cannon from long range. Another 3 for Philadelphia. And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. McCray passes to Smith.
Plus from three-point range.
Picked by Mozgov. Pass to Clarkson. Off the pick. Rebound by the 76ers.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Cannon, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The drive by Smith. And that one's good. Smith's got 8 points.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
There's Cannon with the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Smith. Here's McCray. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Let's see how the 76ers have performed over the last few weeks. Second in opponent shooting percentage. Second in opponent points per game. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And they've been outstanding defensively. As you can see from that ranking, an opponent field goal percentage. They get after it and make everything a challenge.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
No good from Grant.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plays.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Cannon dishes to Noel. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCray can't connect from short range. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And now taking a look at some numbers for Noel. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's putting up 9 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Robert Covington's checked in for Thompson. Here's McCray.
Good job, McCray.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Yeah, good.
Embiid the screen. Here's Cannon. He's covered by Clarkson. Mozgov with the block. And that's on the bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And Irving subbed in for McCray.
Your shot.
And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Kendall Marshall's checked in for the 76ers. Clock at 6. Here's Noel, and Thompson sends it back.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
I mean, not of the game, but of this third quarter, because I already have 2 buzzer beaters. So, I can get off away. That'd be cool.
6 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Noel missing. Irving for 3.
Oh, freak. No, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. I don't care.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Elton Brand. Kendall Marshall out there with Stauskas. Then there's Grant.
Good job. I need to check how much three-pointers I made. I made 7. 7 for 16 is pretty good.
And it's Holmes in at the force line.
They're forcing the ball inside,
44%.
and it's working beautiful.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And Marshall kicks to Brand. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Okay.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Ooh, perfect release for Thompson.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Philadelphia is shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Holmes passes to Stauskas. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Thompson outside. To the inside. Out to Shumpert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Lets it go. They get it back.
What's worth? Come on.
Irving's gone 5 of 13 from the floor. That's below 40%.
Oh.
Grant with the ball. Jefferson picks him up. Grant kicks to Brand to the right side. Grant outside. 3-pointer. Thompson with the rebound.
Not hitting any other.
Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving drives in. Rebound by the 76ers.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Irving. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Thompson, he's checked in for Grant.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
Timeout called Cleveland. Some heavy accusations about artificial noise being pumped in last year. We've seen the issue in the NFL, talked about now in the NBA. Seeing in other sports, there's a case that maybe the NBA's got to deal with this.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I know some stadiums, it might feel like there is extra noise being pumped in. And listen, there are a lot of fan bases that we have that are just flat out loud. I mean, it can be electric. But having said that, I don't think we want to have the artificial noise being pumped in. I think it does the game a disservice.
Stauskas, the shot's good. Marshall making the play.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
LeBron drives in.
LeBron's got
jams it straight down. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby.
Good job,
Major highlight reel material.
Perimeter.
To the middle. Here's Holmes. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside jumper. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Williams for 3, and Thompson sends it back. And here comes the break.
He can do good.
It's still pretty early to judge, but so far the 2014 draft class has lived up to the hype. The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Williams gets the bucket.
Mo Williams.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year, as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have star potential.
Just 5 on the clock. Marshall. At the elbow, it's Grant. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And Love throws it down.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Williams.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
Let's go.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come. Whether like that possession or just get it to the line.
And the 76ers making a change here. Covington's checked in. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And the media deal in play says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676, almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number.
The 76ers trail by 21. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Smith. Fast break. Here we go.
Smith.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
First 2.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game.
Oh, there we go. Perfect release 3.
He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, there we go. Good defense.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
Dishes it to Covington. Shoots the 3. And the 76ers get it back.
Not the best. Shooting 44%.
Here's Cannon. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Okafor, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I don't care.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Okafor. He has 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for LeBron.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
That's what's up.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding.
7
and they're piling up the assists. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Cleveland.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with the mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
Just breaking the spirit of their opponent 3 straight times this year. This win is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record with only 1 game left to go on the season against the 76ers.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for LeBron James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Pass to Clarkson. Stolen by Brand. Now Marshall. He feeds it to Okafor. He dishes it to Covington.
Good win.
Launches it. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
And it's Okafor off the drive. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
What a pass by Marshall. That's outstanding teamwork.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. For 3, Fry. That one goes. Count.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Marshall can't hit.
Okay, let the party start.
Smith outside. He kicks to Mozgov. Okafor with the steal. Now, here's Marshall. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. Clark the other just searching for answers that
leave us like, comment down below what you want us to do.
They never gave up on it.
Goodbye.
Kevin, you guys had a tremendous second half. What were the things that had to happen to win this?
It's over.